In Salem, truth and lies are about to collide in the most dangerous way yet. Friendships will be tested, families will be torn, and some secrets will be buried so deep, only heartbreak can dig them out. From the final moments of Johnny's trial, to Chad facing the terrifying thought of losing the woman he loves, and Sophia tightening her grip on Tate with lies too cruel to imagine, this week, every choice will have consequences. Let's break down the chaos coming August 18th through August 22nd in Days of Our Lives. The air inside the Salem courthouse feels suffocating. The hushed murmurs of spectators echo off the paneled walls as Johnny DiMera sits rigid at the defense table, hands clasped so tightly his knuckles are white, his eyes darting between the judge, the jury, and the door where his father should be. It's the aftermath of a shocking public outburst, Johnny firing his own father, E.J. DiMera, in front of everyone, after E.J.'s ruthless cross-examination of Chanel Dupree. DiMera crossed every line imaginable. That betrayal cut deep. It wasn't just legal strategy, it was personal. Now, with the trial's clock running out, Johnny faces a dangerous crossroads. Does he gamble everything by representing himself in these final moments, or try to find another lawyer in time? Both options are risky, and yet pride tells him to shut E.J. out forever. But survival whispers something different. E.J. is still one of the most cunning legal minds in Salem, a man who's turned hopeless cases on their heads before. And the truth is, when the stakes are life-changing, you don't throw away your best weapon. E.J. knows it too. He's not about to slink away in defeat. There's a steel in his eyes, a determination to win, not just for himself, but for his son. And as tensions simmer, E.J. may swallow his own pride, extend an olive branch, and push for one last chance to secure Johnny's freedom. But the game changes the moment Marlena Evans takes the stand. Her testimony holds the power to reshape everything. The question hanging over the entire trial, who really pulled the trigger that night, is about to come under the harsh glare of the courtroom lights. E.J.'s hypnosis sessions have unearthed a chilling detail: his attacker was a woman. That revelation slashes the suspect list in half but makes the implications far more personal. Would E.J. dare point the finger at Belle Black before the jury? Or will Marlena take control, steering the narrative to protect another, Rachel Black? If Rachel is indeed the shooter, Marlena's maternal instincts could override her oath. She might soften the truth, twist her words, anything to shield a young girl from the crushing weight of a courtroom confession. But suppressed memories don't stay buried forever. Rachel may soon remember it all: the flash of the muzzle, the deafening crack of the shot, the moment she realized what she had done. And if that happens, Kristen DiMera could step forward, claiming responsibility to save her daughter from prison. But Kristen's plan could crumble if Rachel refuses the protection, determined instead to face the truth head-on. The verdict could tip in Johnny's favor, maybe even an acquittal. But when the gavel falls, the trial's end may mark the beginning of a whole new war, one that could engulf Rachel, Kristen, and Brady Black in a storm no one can control. On the other side of Salem, Chad DiMera is fighting a different kind of battle, one without a judge, jury, or cross-examination. This one is fought entirely in the silence between heartbeats. He's been holding back, keeping his feelings for Kat Green neatly folded away. Maybe it was self-protection. Maybe it was fear of ruining a friendship. But now, that hesitation feels like a mistake he can't undo. The blow comes unexpectedly. A simple gift, soup, left at Kat's doorstep. To Chad, it's a mystery. To Kat, it's an opportunity to create distance without revealing the truth. She tells him it's from an ex-boyfriend, a man trying to rekindle their romance. She says casually that they're seeing where things go. What Chad doesn't realize is that this is all a cover story. The soup wasn't a romantic gesture, it was part of a covert operation. Kat and Rafe Hernandez are working together under the watch of Issa and the FBI, a dangerous mission wrapped in secrecy. But to Chad, the truth doesn't matter, because he doesn't know it. All he sees is the woman he's quietly fallen for slipping away into someone else's arms. The sting is immediate, and the fear is suffocating. Is he just the safe friend she leans on until someone more exciting comes along? Has he already missed his moment? This anxiety could be the catalyst he's needed all along. If losing her is inevitable, then he'd rather risk everything, heartbreak included, than wonder, what if, for the rest of his life? And that risk might take shape in the most unexpected way, a bold, unplanned, and deeply romantic proposal. Because sometimes in Salem, it's not the villains or the secrets that break you, it's your own silence. And Chad is dangerously close to breaking his. In a quiet corner of Salem, Sophia Choi is perfecting the most dangerous con of her life, one stitched together with equal parts charm, deceit, and emotional manipulation. It starts with a piece of paper. A letter so cold it could freeze the blood in Tate Black's veins. According to the words on the page, his adoptive parents have shut the door on him completely, refusing to allow any contact with his child in Chicago. For Tate, it feels like his heart has been ripped from his chest. What he doesn't know, what he can't even imagine, is that the letter isn't from them at all. It's a fabrication, a poisoned seed planted by Melinda Trask. And Sophia? She knows it. Yet instead of telling the truth, she slips into the role of savior. She sits close, her voice soft, her hand brushing his arm, eyes brimming with staged sympathy. She tells him she understands, that she'll be there for him no matter what. She paints herself as his anchor while quietly pulling him deeper into her orbit, making sure every emotional thread ties him to her, and not to Holly Jonas. But Sophia's motives aren't as simple as wanting Tate's attention. There's fear there, too. Fear of what happens if Tate keeps digging, if he refuses to accept the finality of that letter. Because the truth she's hiding is so explosive it could blow her entire world apart. The baby in Chicago? That's not Tate's only child. Here, in Salem, there's another, a little boy named Tesoro. And Tesoro is Tate's biological son. Tate has no idea. Every time Sophia sees the boy's face, she's reminded that the clock is ticking. How long can she keep this buried before someone else brings it to light? How long before the walls close in and her carefully constructed lies collapse in a heap of rubble? For now, she clings to control the only way she knows how, by keeping Tate away from Holly at all costs. Every calculated smile, every sympathetic nod, every chance meeting is a move on her personal chessboard. She's winning for now. But there's one variable she can't control, Sarah Horton Kuriakis. Sarah knows the truth, and the longer she hides it from Brady Black, the heavier the weight becomes. Sooner or later, someone will crack. And when they do, Salem won't know what hit it. The week ahead in Salem is a dangerous chain reaction waiting to happen, a masterclass in cause and effect, where every lie is a tile poised to fall. It begins with Johnny's trial. A single verdict will determine his fate, but the real shockwaves may come from the testimonies, the secrets hinted at but not fully spoken. If Marlena shields Rachel, if EJ plays his cards just right, the courtroom may close, but the whispers will continue to echo in every hallway of Salem. Then there's Chad. His jealousy over Kat is a quiet ember right now, but embers can spark wildfires. If he decides to finally step out of the shadows and fight for her, it could rewrite his future, or burn it to the ground. And in the background, Sophia's lies are building like storm clouds. Her scheme with the fake letter, her hidden knowledge about Tesoro, her calculated sabotage of Tate's connection to Holly, each is a loaded weapon. When the truth surfaces, it won't just be Tate's trust that's destroyed. It could unravel alliances, pit friends against each other, and drag innocent people into the crossfire. Because in days of our lives, truth is never just truth. It's a fire. And once lit, it doesn't just set you free. It scorches everything in its path until nothing is left standing. This is the week where love, loyalty, and lies all go to war. Where one verdict could be the end, or the beginning of something much worse. So stay close, Days fans, because August 18th through 22 will change everything you thought you knew about Salem. And when the smoke clears, not everyone will still be standing.